Hi, my name is Bob Schultz. I'm from the Thirsty Nomad, and my background is a drinking water product science developer. I've been in the drinking water science industry for about 20 years. Worked as an international consultant in Southeast Asia. My job was to remove the bugs from the water. I found that our industry at that time provided some basic filtration, mostly carbon, but was unable to meet international and Australia guidelines for removal of E. coli and bacteria. About 4 years ago, I developed the product, our purifier, and about 2 years ago, I developed our bore water filter, which means that we use an ion exchange resin inside a 1 micron cartridge to reduce the iron, the manganese, and the calciums that cause a lot of trouble from the bore water filter. Here's a process for our complete water treatment system. We want to remove the particulates and small contaminants from entering the tank. Our product here, we have a 1 micron, which we put inside its media called Corsex. That is an ion exchange which reduces the bore water heavy metals such as calcium, iron, and manganese from entering your tank. This is a refillable cartridge. Probably lasts, depending on the bore water, could last several months or several thousand liters. When it starts to slow down or clog up, we can always easily pull out the old cartridge and replace it with a new one. 1 micron sediment is paramount in keeping that fine bowl dust and keeping the fine particulates out. Most of the filters that I've come across in the Caribbean, they might have a little, they claim 1 micron, it's a small little pad. It's all about surface area. This surface area this is the whole surface area where the water comes in, comes along the side, hits the O-ring, backs up, and goes from the outside inside to the core for the Corsex and then out. From there, we need clear water to go into our 5-in-1 purifier. So we have a carbon fiber made in Japan, not only calcium, but also some other contaminants. We have a Metsorb heavy metal removal. This is one of the top heavy metal removals in the world. Reduces the iron and the arsenic, the selenium that's out there. We then have an activated 1 micron quartz media down to 1 micron filtration. The biggest and most important of any purification for water is the disinfectant. By disinfectant, it has to reach to 0 content to meet Australian drinking water guidelines for E. coli. Our media is a nanotechnology media, probably noted one of the top latest in the world. It will kill bacteria in 0.1 of a second through electron charge exchange. From there, that will kill the bacteria, your pathogens, so then only comes through into the finished drinking water is mineral balanced, bacteria-free, clear, good tasting drinking water. Predominantly bore water throughout Australia comes from 3 basic minerals. It comes from, some calcium, manganese, and iron. Now, that will vary somewhat from location to location from the country, and some bores are more elevated than others. So this is from a bore water that we have tested in our laboratory that has some manganese, some iron, and it has some calcium in it. And as you notice, the color is iron. The problem with bore water will stick together, form a slime. Calcium will then enter into the tanks of the caravan and can cause a lot of trouble with the appliances. Bore water will stick there as a slime and will propagate bacteria. So it's very important to get the bore water from entering the tank. Once you're in the tank and the water's fairly clear, then you can draw from it through our purifier to our purifier for clean drinking water. To clean, good tasting drinking water. It tastes good.